Namaskar, friends. A very warm welcome to all of you for this new series that we are going to start from today. We have named it Swar Shravan. Shravan, as you all know, means to listen. There is a purpose behind why we are starting this series. Recently, as we all know, Pandit Jasraj ji passed away. He lived a glorious life and he contributed so much to the field of music, not just in terms of starting his own style of gharana, which was Mewati Gharana, but also contributing so many wonderful disciples who are very reputed singers of today. But what we realized was, when people listen to classical music on YouTube, there were only few selected singers that they would keep listening to over and over again. And of course, those singers are true legends. But there have been so many other singers from the yesteryears who are absolute maestros and legends who laid the foundation of classical music, and because of whose hard work we are able to listen to classical music and appreciate it in today's age. So we thought that it is very important that we listen to those legends more and try to understand their music, so we can appreciate the traditional classical music, Abhijat Sangeet as we call it, even more. So we therefore have decided to start this series, which will be broadcast on Zoom every second Sunday. So second Sunday of every month from 5:30 to 6:30, 1 hour. And each session will be dedicated to an artist, and we'll be playing short clippings of that artist, by which you get inspired and motivated to then go and listen to that artist on YouTube after the session. So that is the purpose of starting this Swar Shravan series. And the first artist with whom we are going to kick off this series is none other than one of my favorite singers of yesteryears, Ustad Amir Khan Sahab. So just to give a brief background about Amir Khan Sahab, he was born on the 15th of August 1912 in Indore, and his father Shamir Khan, who was a sarangiya originally, meaning who played the sarangi instrument. And initially Amir Khan Sahab learnt sarangi from his father, but then he was more interested in vocal. So when his father saw that, he began training him in vocal. But Amir Khan Sahab was kind of self-taught, meaning he was influenced by some of the greats at that time when he was growing up. But he started his own style. I should say he created his own style, which eventually came to be known as the Indore Gharana, which is very similar to the style of Kirana Gharana, by which Amir Khan Sahab was initially impressed, in which they do a very slow elaboration, gradual elaboration of the swars, and eventually taking it to a faster speed and finishing the presentation. But the initial elaboration is very, very slow, and that is how Amir Khan Sahab started his new style, the Indore Gharana, in which the speed at which they sang the Bada Khayal. So Bada Khayal, as you all know, means to sing in a very slow tempo, the Vilambit Lay as we call it. So in the olden times, actually the Vilambit Lay was a little faster than what we are used to today. But Amir Khan Sahab probably was the first one who actually introduced an even slower tempo than Vilambit Lay, which was termed Ati Vilambit Lay. Slower than slower, Ati Vilambit, which gave him complete freedom and the space to elaborate the rag as he wished, in a very slow and in a very deep style. And of course he himself had a very sonorous and a very deep voice. So the slow tempo kind of facilitated that style. And so he sang in Ati Vilambit Lay, and he sang, or he introduced Tal Jhumra in Ati Vilambit Lay. So Jhumra, again, normally Vilambit was sung more in Ek Tal, which is a 12-beat cycle, but Tal Jhumra is a 14-beat cycle. And Jhumra is a very interesting Tal because it has 4 tirakita in it. So I will say the bowls of Jhumra just so you get an idea. 14 beats, it has 4 divisions. The first and the third division has 3 beats, and the second and the fourth division has 4 beats. So 3, 4, 3, 4. So the first division goes like this: Dhin, Dha, Tir, Kit. And the next 4: Dhin, Dhin, Dha, Ge, Tir, Kit. And the next division of 3 matras: Tin, Ta, Tir, Kit. And then the last 4: Dhin, Dhin, Dha, Ge, Tir, Kit. So it's a very interesting one. So 4 tirakitas. So it's really very important that you pay attention to the tal, otherwise you can get so confused as to which tirakita you are on in the tal. So that's why Jhumra warrants a lot of attention and focus when you are singing in Jhumra tal. So this first composition that we are going to listen by Amir Khan Sahab is a legendary composition in Rag Marwa. Now Rag Marwa is sung exactly at this time, 5:30 in the evening, around this time. It's a twilight rag, and it has Re Komal and Ma Tivra, and the Swar Pancham, Pa, is not used at all. So and Re and Dha are absolutely of paramount importance in this rag. Something like this: Dha ni re ga re 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 dha ni dha ma dha ni re ga ma dha dha ma ga re ma ga re re ni dha dha re So as you can see, I did not even sing sa until right till the end. So sa is almost like relegated to the secondary position, one of the very few rags in which that happens. Otherwise, as we know, sa is the most important swar with which we start and we end a rag. But in Marwa rag, re and dha are so important that it literally pushes back sa to the secondary position. So here we go with Amir Khan Sahab singing the very popular composition Piya More Aan in Tal Jhumra in Rag Marwa. Let's just close our eyes and just enjoy this blissful and meditative rendition. what a blissful experience that was, wasn't it? Believe me, it just felt so tough to stop the recording. Only for lack of time we had to end the recording. But if you just close your eyes and as I mentioned before starting the recording, that you can just close your eyes and just literally meditate and feel the ultimate when you listen to Amir Khan Saab's music. I'm sure all of you echo my sentiments. And so this was Rag Marwa Bada Khayal that he sang in Jhumra. As I said, he was very comfortable in a very slow progression, which we call Ati Vilambit. So which is probably slower than the conventional Vilambit speed in which normally singers tend to sing. The next one is a Chota Khayal. So after a Bada Khayal, we move on to a Chota Khayal. Before we start playing the next recording, the other aspect of Khan Saab's Gaiki that I would like to highlight here is his mastery over Sargam. So he was probably one of the pioneers of Sargam singing in Hindustani music at that time. And he mentions in one of his interviews that when he was young, he learnt the Meru Khand or the Khand Meru technique. So this is basically various patterns and combinations of swars. So he says that there are about 5,040 such patterns, and the first pattern starts with Saregama, and the last pattern, the 5,040th pattern, ends with Nidhapama Garesa. So in between those two patterns there are number of thousands of patterns that can be formed, and apparently he had memorized the entire 5,040 patterns, and that enabled him to move about in any which way that he wanted. So he could literally go from one note to another, even if there was like a big gap between the two swars. So that was his control over Sargam. And obviously when he sang the Akar Tans, he used the same kind of control, because he had mastery over Sargam. And as we say, if your Sargam is perfect, then you can very easily sing the Akar. And so his work on Sargam was so pioneering that there are many singers who have been inspired by his style of Sargam singing. In fact, one of the legends of today, Dr. Prabha Atreji, did her PhD thesis on Sargam, and she apparently went to Amir Khan Sahab to take training from him with regards to Sargam, and she based her thesis on Sargam on Amir Khan Sahab's style of Sargam singing. So that was the kind of impact that Khan Sahab had with his Sargam. And that's what we are going to hear now in the next presentation that I have for you. His rendition of Rag Yaman, a very popular rag, as all of you know. Extremely well used in all different kinds of genres. And Khan Sahab sings a Drut Bandish in Teen Tal, Aisa Sundar Sugharva Balamava. So here is Khan Sahab with Rag Yaman. So that was Rag Yaman for you. So now in this you saw how amazingly he moved from like one octave to another with lot of what we call as jumping swars, like ga ga re za ni ni da ba ga da re za ni da ba ma ga re ga sa ni da ba re ga ni da ba re ga da ba ma ga re pa ma ga re za ni re ga ma ba, something like that. So it was so amazing that he did that. So that was how he really pioneered Sargam and these kind of jumping notes, also called as Chhutki Taan, wherein you just jump from one note to another. So this was Rag Yaman that we heard in Drut, Teen Tal. Now the next one that we have for you is in Rag Abhogi. So Abhogi is a pentatonic scale with no pancham, that is pa, and no nishad. So no pa and no ni, and it has ga komal, and it's also called abhogi Kannada. So something like sa re ga re ga ma dha dha sa re dha sa da ga ma re da ga ma re da re sa. So this is Rag Abhogi, in which Khan Sahib will be presenting the very popular composition Charan Ghar Aaye in Jhaptal, 10 beats. The speed is around like Madhyalay, dhi na, dhi na, ti na, dhi na. So here we go. So this was Amir Khan Saab with Rag Abhogi. Now, the next thing that I would like to present regarding Amir Khan Saab is his expertise on Tarana. So he did a lot of research with respect to Tarana, and he gave an interview in London, and he was interviewed by Shri Nikhil Sarkar, in which he talks about what actually is the meaning of Tarana, and it is not just a collection of meaningless syllables as it is normally perceived. And it is very, very interesting as to how he came to this conclusion. So let's just listen to that interview, and then we'll follow it up with a very popular Tarana of Khan Sahab. So here goes the interview.
Next track, button. Next track. Play, button.
अच्छा, तराने के क्षेत्र में आपने काफी
तराने
खोज
के
किया
क्षेत्र
है।
में मैंने बहुत खोज की
तो उसके बारे में कुछ बताना
खुदा
चाहिए।
के फजल से वो मुझे कामयाबी भी हुई। और मैं 10 साल पहले जब मरहूम डॉक्टर जाकिर हुसैन बॉम्बे के वहाँ पटने के गवर्नर थे, तो उन्होंने मुझे वो तराने की रिसर्च के ऊपर वहाँ का बिहार एकेडमी का फेलो बनाया। और इसी साल मुझे एकेडमी अवार्ड भी मिला, वो भी डॉक्टर जाकिर हुसैन के हाथ से मिला। तराना की खोज मैंने इस सिलसिले में की कि दिल्ली में एक मेरे दोस्त थे बिस्मिल सईदी, वो बड़े अच्छे शायर थे। उन्होंने मुझे एक रुबाई सुनाई। शायरी से मुझे भी शौक था कुछ, हालांकि मैं शायर कभी नहीं हुआ। वो कि अमीर खुसरो की एक रुबाई उन्होंने सुनाई इस सिलसिले में, संगीत के सिलसिले में। उसमें दरा दरा दरतन दरा तो दरतन दरतन, अंदर आओ तन के अंदर आओ तन के अंदर। तो मुझे स्ट्राइक हुआ कि इस तराने के इब्तिदाई बोल शायद ये हो सकते हैं। तो मैंने उसकी रिसर्च शुरू की, क्योंकि और किताबें देखी तो किताबों में संगीत की जितनी किताबें हैं वो भाटखंडे साहब की या किसी की, उसमें तराने को अर्थहीन लिख दिया है उन्होंने। तो वो चूंकि वो उस लैंग्वेज से वाकिफ नहीं थे, ताम भी उन्हें लिखना नहीं चाहिए, वो लिखा। खैर, तो मैंने उसको 20 साल 25 साल से मैं उसकी खोज कर रहा हूँ कि तोदानी किसे कहते हैं, नादिरदानी किसे कहते हैं, तोम क्या चीज है, यला लाला क्या है। तो वो सबके मीनिंग, तोदानी माने तू जानता है, नादिरदानी माने तू नादिर जानने वाला है, उदानी वो जानता है, यला लाला जो है यली यला वो या अल्लाह का और या अली का मुखफ़्फ़ शॉर्ट फॉर्म है। तो वो फिर इसलिए मैंने सोचा कि तराना तो एक किस्म का जाप है जो कि हर जाप में रिपीटेशन होता है। तो उन्होंने अपने पीर के लिए, और उसमें खुदा की तरफ यह तमाम चीजें, पुराने गवैयों ने जो तराने बनाए उसमें कुछ तबले के बोल भी मिला दिए अंतरे में, तो वो और भी मुहम्मल हो गए। और अमीर खुसरो के जो तराने थे उसमें एक रुबाई फारसी की जो अंतरा होता था वो होती थी। तो उस किस्म के मैंने तराने बनाए और यहाँ से लोगों के सामने पेश किए, उन्होंने उसको पसंद किए और बहुत से लोग पाकिस्तान में और यहाँ सब मेरे तराने बहुत खुदा के फजल से मशहूर हुए।
Play.
So as you heard, a very interesting account by Amir Khan Sahab, in which he actually talks about as to what the tarana means, and every word of the tarana has a meaning. And in some of the taranas, especially that he has sung, in the antara you will find Persian words, Farsi loves, which were taken from Amir Khusro Sahab's Rubais, as Khan Sahab mentioned. So this tarana that we are going to listen to now from Khan Sahab is a very popular tarana that he sang in Rag Megh. So Rag Megh, also commonly called as Megh Malhar, although there's a slight variation that people sing in Megh Malhar as opposed to Megh, in which Megh Malhar is considered to have a little bit of usage of Gandhar. Sare ni pani re re ga ma re sa sa pani re. Now this is the typical style of Megh Malhar, which was used in the olden times. Later on, the Gandhar was removed completely, and then it just became a pentatonic scale with no ga and no dha at all. So pa ni re 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 pa re re ni re ni pa ni sa. There's a lot of stretching of the notes and some amount of shaking of the notes also, Andolan. So this is Megh Malhar. So let's listen to this tarana, which is set to Drut Ek Tal, 12 beats cycle.
Previous track. Play. Button.
Sene çaman bülbül gül fasle bahar saatiyom turibom yar basane gul sar tade tade Sene çaman bülbül gül fasle bahar साथियो मथुरी में यार बसाने गुलजार आदि दरी तदे नदी आदि दरी तदे नदी
This was Tarana in Rag Megh that we heard from Khasam just now. Now, besides singing pure classical music, Khasab also sang in movies. Of course, the songs that he sang in movies were based on classical rags, and we are going to listen to two of the most popular songs that he sang in the movies. The first one based on Rag Adana, and that's the title song of the movie, Jhanak Jhanak Payal Baje. Just to talk about Adana, it's a very lively rag, and Adana also was sung differently in olden times. Adana was sung just as a pentatonic scale going up with no ga and dha, but while coming down in the avroha, there was ga that was used but no dha at all. So in the olden times, this is how it was sung. Sa sa re ma pa ni sa pa ni sa re sa ni pa ni pa ma pa ga ga ma re sa ni sa re sa. But then Komal Dhaivat was introduced, and that became the more popular version of Adana as time passed. And sa re ma pa dha dha ni sa dha ni sa re ni sa re dha ni pa ma pa ni pa ma pa ga ga ma pa ma re sa re ma pa dha ni re sa dha ni sa. A very lively kind of a rag, as you heard, mainly sung in the Uttaranga, as they call it, which means the second half of the scale. So Purvanga is the first half from sa to ma, sa re ga ma, and Uttaranga is pa dha ni sa, the second half of the scale. So rags which are prominently sung in the second half of the scale are called Uttaranga Pradhan rags, and Adana is one such rag. So in this song, interestingly, Khasab, when he sings the composition, he has used the popular Adana with Komal Dha, but when he sings Tans, you will notice that he has not used Dha, and he has sung the olden style of Adana without the Dha. So let's listen to this song from the movie Jhanak Jhanak Payal Baje.
Previous track. Play. Next track. Button. Play. Button. Pause.
Jhanaka jhanaka payal baje, jhanaka jhanaka payal baje. पायल यागी रोनक झुनक पर, पायल यागी रोनक झुनक पर, चम चम मनवा नाचे, झनक झनक पायल बाजे, झनक झनक पायल बाजे, झनक झनक पायल बाजे। नील गगन भी सुन कर झूमे, मधुर मधुर झनकार, मधुर मधुर झनकार। सोई धरती जाग उठी है, सोई धरती जाग उठी है, गूंज उठा संसार, राग रंग भी साजे, झनक झनक पायल बाजे, 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 ममरे दनि 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 नि दनि मम गबनि नि मम गबरे दनि द, झनक झनक पायल बाजे, झनक झनक पायल बाजे, झनक 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 पायल बाजे, पायल बाजे, झनक झनक पायल बाजे, पायल बाजे, झनक झनक पायल बाजे, बाजे, झनक झनक पायल बाजे, झनक झनक पायल बाजे, झनक झनक पायल बाजे.
So this was the song Janak Janak Payal Baje from the movie, the title song obviously, Janak Janak Payal Baje. This next one that we're going to listen to is based on Rag Desi. Before I talk about the song, let's first just talk about the Rag Desi, based on Kafi Rag, pentatonic while going up, no G and no Dh, but while coming down it's kind of Sampurna, meaning all the swars are used, but with a little bit of Vakra style, meaning with a slightly zigzag movement of the swars while coming down in the Avroha. So this is how it goes. Ni sa re re ma pa re ga sa re ni sa re ma pa dha ma pa re ga sa re ni sa re ma pa sa pa ni sa re ni sa pa dha ma pa sa pa dha ma pa re ga sa re ni sa. This is how is the moment of Desi, and this song is from the movie Baiju Bawra, and it's a duet sung by two absolute doyens of Indian classical music. One is of course Amir Khan Sahab, and the other one, about whom we will be definitely talking in one of these sessions in the future, Pandit D.V. Paluskarji. And the story goes that now this was the song which was like a jugalbandi between Tansen and Baiju Bawra, and Amir Khan Sahab sang the part of Tansen, and when he was asked as to who should sing the part of Baiju Bawra, he did not have even one bit of hesitation in naming Pandit D.V. Paluskarji. He said, इनके जैसा कोई बैजू बावरा का जो हिस्सा है वो गा नहीं सकता. So here you go. आज गावत मन मेरो झूम के, राग देसी.
Previous track. Play. Button. Pause.
आज गावत मन मेरो झूम के, आज गावत मन मेरो झूम के, तेरी तान भगवान। आज गावत मन मेरो झूम के, आज गावत मन मेरो झूम के, तेरी तान भगवान। आज गावत मन मेरो झूम के, हर गया तो जीवन जावे, जीता गायक दुनिया पावे, रखियो अब मोर शान रे। आज गावत मन मेरो झूम के, प्रेम के कारण प्रेमी गावे, तानु से पातर पिघलावे, जगत में रहे मान रे। आज गावत मन मेरो झूम के, आज गावत मन मेरो झूम के। सात सुरों के मधुर मिलन में, जादू आज जगा दे। बैजू के संगीत से दाता, जल में आग लगा दे, जल में आग लगा दे। आज गावत मन मेरो झूम के, आज गावत मन, आज गावत मन, आज गावत मन, आज गावत मन, आज गावत मन। आज गावत मन आज गावत मन मेरो झूम रे। आज गावत मन सरे मबा सरे मबा रे गा हने सरे मबा मबा रे सरे गा रे 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 पद मबा ता मबा रे गा सरे नी। आज गावत मन
Wow. See, who says that all these great tales that we listen to about it raining when Tansen Ji sang Miya Malhar, and when Tansen Ji sang Rag Deepak, the whole place was illuminated. We think that all this is just a fictional thing, but when you hear this kind of singing, in which probably most of you know that the final notes were so strong that it absolutely shattered the glass into pieces. And when you listen to these two Doyens singing, you can imagine, you can actually visualize that it could have had that effect. Literally, you never know. So I don't know if the place where they were recording, if the glasses were shattered in that place, you never know. But then their singing had that power to do that, as we just saw. So this was about Aamir Khan Saab, and as you know, this is just a trailer of his. The idea is that we go on YouTube and search for him and listen to him and just meditate and just absorb his style, and just try to get immersed in the divine singing that we heard from Khan Sahab today. So this was about Amir Khan Sahab. Unfortunately, he died a very tragic death in an accident. He died in an accident in 1974 in Kolkata, and he passed away at the age of 62, at the young age of 62 I should say, when he could have contributed so much more. But fortunately his music is very much with us, which makes him immortal in the world of music. So until next time, for the next listening session on the second Sunday of October, which is October 11th 2020, the same time, 5:30 to 6:30. Please stay tuned for the Zoom link for that session, and please invite, or feel free to invite, as many friends as you wish, especially those who are interested in classical music. Thank you so much, and namaskar.